I feel like holding the cup might be something also. I don't know. Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where the tea is always piping hot. I'm Logan Murphy.
And I'm Sam Demonteverde, your fellow friendly, non-binary, blue-haired Filipino-Canadian hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto.
I'm just boring and I'm from Arizona in the US because I'm boring. But Sam, yes, Sam, what's in the cup today?
Today we will be spilling our tea on Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2021.
Yes.
And Logan, what are you drinking?
Oh, it's coffee today. It's late. It's late at night, but it's coffee. It's always
double decaf.
It is just a straight up, actually, for once, weirdly for me, it's a straight up Folgers, just 12 cup standard brew with some pumpkin spice creamer and a little bit of oat milk.
I love pumpkin spice. Okay.
And that's how I do. I was able to find pumpkin spice in my store the other day. I was like, thank the Lord above, we found it. But Sam, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a super green smoothie with apple, kiwi, kale, spinach, sponsored by the Irresistibles.
Love it. We love to see it. I mean, more healthy than I am. I also have water, but it's not really in a cup, it's in a bottle. Right. But yes, so this breaking the fourth wall, because I like to do this when podcasting, this may or may not be the first regular video that is released for this new podcasting venture, but this is the first video that we're recording. So it's a little weird, it's a little crazy, but yes.
Another fourth wall fact. We literally just planned this out today. So
literally, I texted Sam. I was like, "We should talk about Junior Eurovision."
No, it was verbatim. When are you free to talk about Junior Eurovision?
When are we free?
Like, right now.
2 hours later, and we're here. But yes, if you haven't caught any of our previous episodes, which hopefully there's at least one previous episode before this one, this is the Cup, the currently unnamed podcast, where we will be talking about whatever the fuck we want, and the tea is always piping hot. We are here along with Nathan Farrell, Lana Goins, and Taja Malik. But for Junior Eurovision, it's just Sam and I. For now, maybe some fun special guests along the way and after the contest, but for now it's just us because we're the only ones that have a true obsession with Eurovision.
Eurovision as a whole, yes, absolutely.
Yes, and when we decided to start doing this new venture together, all of us, I was like, well, Sam and I are doing Eurovision because, duh.
That was a claim.
This is ours. Don't take it. But yes, so we're going to be talking about the 19 acts competing in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest for this year in Paris, because good old Miss Valentina won last year, j'imagine. We'll probably talk a little bit about last year's contest too, because that was something else.
I have not seen last year's contest.
Oh, then I will talk to you and them about last year because it was interesting.
Because I am an absolute fetus when it comes to Junior Eurovision. So
I've watched a few years of Junior, but we're gonna get started with that as always. Well, this is like the first time we're saying it, so now this is the as always. Make sure to follow us on all of our links. Our Twitter is available in the banner below if you're watching our visual. All of our links will be available in the description, wherever descriptions are available for you. Make sure to follow both of us on Twitter at Gym Leader Logan with an extra N, at Demon Tay. And I know that's not how you say it. I say Demon Tay.
Everyone does.
I know.
It's emphasis stress on the mon, not.
I know. I purposely say it wrong.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a good time. So yes, Junior Eurovision 2021. If you followed me from a previous podcast that I was on, Sam and I
was also on briefly.
Yes, I was going to say Sam was on it as well. go follow at the Fallout TV. I still love Jordan. But we talked about the Eurovision Song Contest for 2021. We are going to be talking about the Eurovision Song Contest for 2022 come February. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the means to go to Torino this year, but God, I want to.
I would Torino as well.
Love it. My goal is to go in one of the next 3 or 4 years. I want to go.
I will set that goal as well.
Fabulous. Maybe eventually we'll get media passes. Who knows? That's a goal to have.
That is a goal.
That's a goal. But yes, so this is both of our first Junior Eurovision that we're watching live. I've watched the previous 2 years of Junior Eurovision. 2020 was interesting because it happened, I think, right before COVID hit. It was February of it was February of 2020. So a lot of acts either didn't go or they pulled out last minute. So there were only 12 acts, which was really interesting. So a lot of acts this year are coming back, returning to the contest, and the newest entry is Germany. This is their second year in the contest. And similarly to how they did in Rotterdam, they did not do well. They got last place. Which was
no. Oh well,
no.
Well, sorry.
Similarly, I know Jendrik didn't get last place, but he was down there. He was
second to last.
Second to last.
Literally second to last.
Yeah, so Germany and Junior last year did get last with a song that I actually really liked, which was unfortunate. Thought most of the songs in Junior last year were good. The winning song, though, was Valentina singing J'imagine, which is just a catchy, lovely, wonderful song. And I will say one of the only upbeat songs of last year's contest. I will say that, coupled with the fact that she performed last, I think propelled her into the win. Because it was literally ballad, slower song, ballad, club, another club. But it was all of that. And then at the very end, it's this gorgeous 10-year-old French girl singing a song about imagining a better future. Hello, I'm on board. And she won. I believe it was Kazakhstan that placed second, with also a really good song. We'll talk about their entry this year. I don't think they will be anywhere close to second. That's kind of mean, but true. We'll talk about it. Kazakhstan's a mess. But yeah, so with that, Sam, shall we dive into our entries for this year?
Let's get into it.
Fabulous. And as I like to do, I come prepared with visuals for our visual audience. If it goes, there it is. Perfect. So there's a bunch of these Eiffel Tower images that we have, the Christmas tree, whatever, because it's literally the contest is 6 days before Christmas, which okay, sure. But I want to give the biggest shout out to ESC Disney, because I definitely stole these from them, as have a lot of the ESC channels. So their links will also be in the description. Make sure to go send them some love as well. And with that, we're going to start with Albania. This is Anna Jabrea with Stand By You. Sam, your thoughts?
So I know we have similar and different thoughts about this.
Mm-hmm.
I know you really like this one, if I'm not mistaken.
I do.
I like it.
That's kind of where I'm at now as well.
Yeah.
Honestly,
upon first listen and even listening to it now, strong start. I was hooked at the first minute or so. And then it kind of started getting a bit one note for me. Although
A little
it
bit,
still
yeah.
sounded good. It still sounded good. Don't get me wrong. I would listen to it again.
Yep.
The video, though, I really like as well. I really like the video.
The video, I would say Albania's video is one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
Not that any of the videos are necessarily bad. There's one I have in mind that is just like really not good. We'll talk about it. It will come to no one's surprise. But no, I really like this song. I think I agree with everything you said. It's a strong start, and that's how a lot of these songs feel to me, is like strong start, and then
because it stays on that level kind of thing.
Yeah. I see this on the left side of the table. I don't really see a universe where it's not on the left side of the table. I don't think this is a winner, unfortunately. But she's charismatic as hell. She's got a great voice. I've heard her sing it live, and she's got a great voice.
I love the choreo, like in the video. That video looks like such a fun time.
And this is one of the songs that I think will either be aided heavily or it'll be a detriment what they do with the staging.
Right.
Because in her national final performance, it's just her.
Okay.
And so she was able to win her national final, just her voice and the song. I'm interested to see if they're going to add any. I figure they'll probably do some backing dancers. Junior staging tends to be a little bit simpler because the stages are often typically a lot smaller. So staging will probably be a lot simpler. But I think this song will, like, it'll go one direction or another based on what their staging is like.
Mm.
And also, I would say where they fall in the lineup. I looked everywhere. I don't think we have a running order as of this moment. I don't know with Junior if we get a running order closer to the contest. I'm not really sure how that goes.
No idea.
I don't either. But if we know there may be a follow-up video before the contest if we get a running order and we have enough time to talk about it. So, but I think Anna is great. He gets a solid entry from Albania.
Agreed.
So, next up is one of the favorites and one of our favorites.
I love it. Yeah.
This is Armenia. This is Milena with Kami Kami. She was actually slated to represent Armenia at Junior 2020. And Armenia pulled out. I believe it was because of funding.
Oh, okay.
But she was slated to compete with a song called Why. And it was a good song. It's not like a bad song by any means. Yeah, so this is one of the favorites. This was also, I believe, the last song released. And it was like significantly after a lot of the other entries. Like we had the bulk of the entries, and then Armenia came out with theirs. This song is mostly in Armenian. There's a few English lyrics, but the title translates to wind, wind. The lyrics, I didn't really dive into the lyrics for Albania because it was like, don't bully, be a good person, don't do bad things. Sure. The start of this song, though, with you translating into English, it goes, I go high and there's a place where I feel safe and free. The city shines differently. I went higher and higher, higher than the skies. I found myself way far away. And so it's like the whole song is talking about like this wind that's like pulling her up, and like it's a very like, this is like self-confidence sort of song. I definitely think this could win.
I definitely see it winning too. Very strong entry.
Very strong.
My only critique is that at least from the recording that I've heard, like the studio recording and all that, and I think at one point in the song, there's a moment where Milena kind of does, her runs and all that, and I feel like the background music, the music that kind of accompanies it, because it's so like synth and very heavy on that, it kind of mushes out her voice.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But from what I did hear of it, it was really good. I just wish I was able to hear her more.
Yeah.
Because we'll definitely be able to hear the music that accompanies it. Yeah. But otherwise, I love the song.
I honestly, and I know Armenia is making their return to senior this year, which is good for them. We love to see more participation. For me, I almost wish, because I think she's 15 or 16. I honestly kind of wish they had just kept this song for a few years and had her compete at senior, because I think she would slay. And I would not be surprised if Eurovision 2024, 2025, we see Milena representing Armenia. Like, I just really would not be surprised. And I think this is a song that could win senior. I think it's a song that could win junior, but it's an interesting juxtaposition of her in this contest next to, like, we'll talk about some of these songs that are like a little bit more childish.
Okay.
But that's not a bad thing. It's just it's an interesting juxtaposition. Like, if you look, like, if this does win, you would look at like the winner list for Junior Eurovision, and it would be two badass girls from Poland back-to-back years, and then J'imagine, and then this song. And it would just feel a little weird, but I also like don't really care because I think this song is great. So
yeah,
I think she has a really good shot.
She has an amazing shot.
If the staging looks anything like the music video, I think this will relate to the kids watching as well as the adults watching.
Also, if we get to hear her voice a lot more than the music.
Absolutely. So, next up, maybe, we have Azerbaijan. This is Sona Azizova with One of Those Days. I'm going to let you start because I know you have a strong opinion about this one.
I love this song so much. Sona, you did amazing. If you're watching this, probably not, but I love the song so much. I don't know. It's just, you can tell how much work was put into that, the amount of emotion she puts into that song. I don't know. Also, I had stank face at a couple points in this song too. Like, she goes off. I don't know. This is one of my tops.
Yeah, the song is so good. The lyrics are really great. The song starts, "Hush, love, I know it hurts sometimes when nobody sees you. Just know that I see you."
Yeah.
Hello. From the other side.
So good.
This is one of those songs that I'm really interested to see where the staging will be, like how they're going to stage this, because I could see this, and I relate a lot of things to ESC 2021 because it's in my mind. It's still like the most recent thing. I could see them staging this very similarly to Angela Peristeri from Albania. If it's her with a dramatic background just singing this ballad,
or it could even be like Russia's entry. I believe it was either 2015 or 2016. I forget which year, but with A Million Voices.
Oh yes. I did think I did think Polina, A Million Voices as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm excited for her.
I'm very excited.
She's got a great voice. And yeah, I see this left side of the table. I think this is going to do better with juries than it will with the televote.
I see that too.
There's a lot of songs in this mix that I think will do very well in one place or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if there's a lot of songs that will do well
in
both. And so we may end up with a scenario where like a song that gets third, fourth, or fifth in the jury and the televote ends up winning just because a lot of these songs are skewed one way or the other. And it's gonna be really interesting to watch how that plays out. And I think Sona might be one of those songs that's just very, very good with juries. And I think if her vocals and the staging are good, she could get a good amount of televote.
Yes.
But who knows? We did our ESC predictions and we didn't even think about Italy being a winner. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're in Torino this year.
Did.
You did. You did. I did not. I did not. But I love them. They literally were on The Voice the other day in the US, and I'm like, hello, yes.
Shout out to Måneskin.
We love Måneskin.
Also, thank you for the video in my Spotify playlist.
That part. Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's gotta be some bad songs, right?
Okay. Sorry, go.
I feel really bad. So this is Bulgaria. This is Denislava and Martin singing to Voice of Love. Is it Voice of Love? Voices of Love? Voice of Love. Now, okay. I'm gonna let you start.
I'm pretty sure we have the same opinion on it, but I guess for me it's cute. I don't see it winning.
I don't think there's a shot in hell this wins.
I like the harmonies in it. I will say some of the harmonies that they make, because sometimes when there's when there's more than one person singing and they're basically singing entirely in unison.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's like this in this instance, like maybe like half of the song or so they're singing in unison, and I'm like, okay, where does it go? I do enjoy the cameo from Victoria.
So that's gonna be one of my positives about this song is we get backing vocals / a cameo in the music video from Victoria, who represented Bulgaria at Eurovision 2020 and 2022.
And represented very well.
And represented very well. I think I still am of the opinion that she could have won 2020. But regardless, I also want to point out that the primary writer on this song is Vasil, who represented North Macedonia the last 2 years for Eurovision.
Actually,
and when you think about this song, as soon as I found out, now I want to preface by saying I love Vasil.
I love Vasil too.
He is so talented. He is really hot. I'm not even gonna lie, he's really hot. When you know that this song was written and primarily composed by Vasil, then you start to have a bit of a different opinion about the song.
Okay, so with that in mind, sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
Well, my opinions still kind of are the same, but it's quintessential Vasil.
It explains a lot. For me,
explains a lot.
My biggest critique, and this is something that I'm going to say about Bulgaria, and I think I'm going to say about one other act, because I think there's only one other act that I think this way about. If it was just Denislava, I think I would like the song a lot more.
Okay. I think there's maybe one or two songs that I would.
There's one other that I have a big problem with the duet.
Okay. No, I know.
You know exactly where
I know exactly which one it is, and I agree with it.
But the thing is, they've been performing together for 4 years, according to the Eurovision website. So, you would think, the harmonies, great. They have no connection whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
In interviews I've seen, in performances, in the music video, this is, I'm gonna say, this is disappointing.
Yeah.
From Bulgaria, I'm gonna be honest. It is a perfectly lovely song that is probably gonna get maybe 15 points. Maybe. They always tend to up the points a little bit too. So realistically, they'll probably end up with 30. Because they don't want any of these kids to feel bad about getting 0 points. But this is not one of my favorites.
It's not one of my favorites either.
But they're great. We love Vasil. We love Victoria. Host country. Next is France, represented by Enzo with the song Tic Tac.
Not to be confused with TikTok.
The app or the song by Albina or the song by Kesha. Albina was robbed. Anyway, Albina was very robbed. Speaking of, a slight sidebar. TikTok was my #2 song of the year according to Spotify Wrapped, and I'm not surprised by that in the slightest.
It's my #1 song of the year.
Yep. 3 of my top 5 are Eurovision songs.
I think all of my top 5 are Eurovision songs.
I forget what my #1 is an artist that I've loved for years. And then it's TikTok, and then it's Maps. Because I love Leslie Roy. And then it's Jemikas.
There you go. So it's TikTok, Jemikas, Set Me Free,
yep,
Maps, and then Shum.
I love that so much. Oh my god. I was genuinely surprised that my top artist or my top song wasn't Eurovision this year. I was genuinely surprised.
Yeah, I had Eurovision at #3.
Eurovision was my #2 genre. And I had Leslie Roy and Dottie Frere in my top 5 artists.
Ah.
Yeah. So, anyway, Enzo, Tic Tac. This is a really unique and different song.
It's very different, and I mean that in the best way possible, because I really like it. I really like this song.
I kind of have had the same feelings you've had with Albania, I've had with France. I like it. I think it's gonna do really well. It's not one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah,
but I like it
too. But I
like it.
I really like it. It's not my winner pick, but I really like it.
I wouldn't be surprised if France hosted next year. I really would not be surprised. Mm-hmm. He is so charismatic. And the music video is so cute. And I think whatever they do with the staging will only influence it. And there isn't really the sort of thing where, if you're the host country at Senior Eurovision, you're not going to win the next year. The last time that happened, I believe, was 93-94 with Ireland.
Right.
It's just it's a thing. It's a thing now that's not going to happen. With Junior, that's a very real possibility because Poland hosted 2 years in a row for 2018, 2019. So all I'm saying is just I wouldn't be surprised if we got if we had Junior Eurovision 2022 in Lyon, like, I would not be surprised.
Right.
Because I think he's got a great shot at winning with a really unique song.
He has No, I was intrigued the entire way through.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Speaking of France, I'm very excited because I looked at the interval act, and I shouldn't have been surprised by this, but one of the interval acts is one of our personal favorites, Barbara Pravi. We get to see Barbara Pravi again. I'm very excited.
They kind of have the same hair too.
They do honestly kind of have the same hair. And I failed to mention, Barbara Pravi is actually a writer for J'imagine.
Oh.
So to think that she could write J'imagine and then also write Voila, incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
So she's technically won Eurovision as a writer.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think Enzo has a really good shot. It's a great song.
Yep. I would not be mad if it won.
I honestly feel that way about like 12 or 13 of these acts. Right, like, honestly, I'd be like, yeah, sure, cool, work. Good for you, honestly. Oh boy.
Okay.
So next is Georgia. And this is Nico Kajaya with Let's Count the Smiles. And Sam, I'm going to let you start.
It gives me elevator music.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm so sorry, Nico. It's cute. It's a cute song. I kind of enjoyed the video too. But I don't think it's gonna win. It's very unique as well. Like, you know how we said it was unique in the best way. I said it was unique in the best way possible for France. For Georgia, I'm not saying it's unique in the worst way possible, but it's kind of leaning towards the opposite when I say unique compared to France. But it does stand out. I will say that.
I'm gonna say this is the one that I really honestly don't like, that I do think could win. I think he's got a great shot. Like, I don't like the song, I'll be honest. He's charismatic as fuck. And I think the music video is not something I would want to watch. But I will say I did go ahead and rewatch all the music videos right before we recorded this, as I was prepping for this. And this was the first time that I found myself singing along. It's not one of my favorites at all. I think the interesting thing as well, he actually won the Georgian national final singing the Portuguese winner from 2017, Amar Pelos Dois. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. He's got such a great voice, and I'm so upset that they gave him this song.
Wow.
It's genuinely upsetting.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. You really had this kid sing Amar Pelos Dois.
I'm pretty sure that was his choice too.
Wow.
Like, I also love that in his like little interview on the Junior Eurovision website, it says an ambitious 10-year-old. By the age of 20, he hopes to see himself either as a famous pop star or the president of Georgia. Oh. And like, you better work, honestly. But yeah, it's just like this song, the lyrics, there's just not a lot.
The music itself, I'm kind of into you. It's very much a vibe.
Yeah. The lyrics are literally, this day taught me a smile, smile to me, smile to you. Give the sky a lot of colors, color of love. If you believe me, I believe you. Come on, you dream, and I believe you. If you believe me, I believe you.
Wait. And then we go over to the senior 2021. Ocean, I want to feel you. Mountain, I want to see you.
Okay, another side note, but I'm very excited. Georgia has already announced their act for 2022.
Yes, they did.
Circus Marcus, I'm intrigued. I am prepared for them to probably.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for them to probably not do really well, but I'm prepared to really enjoy the song.
Okay.
Because I've listened to a lot of their other music and it's good. So I'm excited for Georgia 2022 at senior. Unfortunately, Nico, like, you've got a great voice. The song is shit. But I like you. I think you're wonderful. But
the song's good.
The song is just not good. Okay. Next up, we have Germany. This is represented by Pauline with the song Imagine Us. I think we have starkly different opinions on this song.
So my opinions have slightly changed, but more towards like your side of it.
Oh, work. Okay.
So like, excuse me. So Germany was the very first song that I heard throughout this entire lineup.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, again, strong start, gets a bit one note. Although there was a climax this time, which I appreciated.
A good old key change, a good old Eurovision key change.
Oh, okay. I haven't listened to the recording. I'm only basing this off of the live that I saw.
Oh, yeah. There's a bit of a key change in the music video.
Okay. That brings me to my segue into the video. I really like the video. I love the studio recording as well. If she can do a better job performing it live, I think that's the main issue of it. It's the performing live.
Yeah. I love this song. I love Pauline. I am just obsessed with this song. It ended up in my on repeat on Spotify, and I've been listening to it unironically. Like this, I love this song so much. The message is obviously like, it's a Eurovision style message. It's a junior Eurovision style message, but I find it so palatable. She's got a lot of charisma, especially in the music video. I think the interesting thing when you look at the German national final is that she actually submitted 2 different songs.
Oh yeah, no.
And I believe this was the second one she performed, which may account for the vocal not being as great, or any of those sort of things. The studio version and the music video, I think the song is really good. We love the line "being friends no matter who we are." Like, it's just so junior Eurovision, and I love it.
Absolutely.
And I don't think she's gonna do well, but I really love this song.
Yeah.
I think she will have a better placement than Germany did last year.
So better than 18th in this case.
19th, but yes.
No, because 19th is the last place, right?
You're absolutely right. 18th or better, Pauline, and I will be happy for you. I am a champion of this song, and I know not a lot of people are. But I love this song. I can't help it. She's great. I just really like her. So there's that. Next up is Ireland. I still don't know how to say his name, and I'm really mad because I was going to. I believe it's Mayu Levi Lawler.
I'm not gonna try because I don't.
With the song Sire, I believe. I'm Irish and I should know how to pronounce this, and I'm sorry. The song translates to disappear in English. I am also a champion of this song, and I don't care what anyone else says.
I actually really like this song as well.
I love this song.
It's in my top 10. I will say that it's in my
Same.
top 10. Although I will say again, it's kind of strong, but it plateaus at that level too.
This is the song that I feel the most like that about. I completely agree with you.
But I still really like it.
I also find myself unironically listening to this song. And I the one thing I will say, and this is not him, because I don't think he wrote this song. I'm going to double check. I don't think he did. But the fact that there are lyrics that say Zoom TV, I just really don't like that. I don't need to be reminded that we're still in a global pandemic. But this song is just about not caring about the rules. We're not gonna disappear. Yeah. Stand with the young people. You can't make us disappear. It's about being back to normal times.
Yes, I really do appreciate that. This has, ever since listening to the song, it has constantly, every time I listen to it, it constantly crosses my mind that have you seen Emo the musical?
Yes.
This sounds a lot like Stupid Band.
It does.
That's the first thing I thought of when I listened to this.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like Stupid Band.
Yeah.
Which I love. Actually, yes. I kind of like that song too.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
The one thing I will say, and I'm going to preface this by saying I love that this song is in Irish. And I have a deep respect for the fact that this song is in Irish. I don't think it's going to do well based on the fact that it's in Irish. And I think if the song was in English, where people, especially in this day and age, where people can hear the lyrics and relate to the lyrics, and kids wanting to be back in a world that is safe for them to be in, I think if people could hear those lyrics and understand them, I think he would do a lot better. I don't expect this song to do well, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't think the song is winning either, but I still love it.
I love it, and I really appreciate that it's an up-tempo song in Irish.
Yes.
That's what I love the most, but I think that's also going to be the biggest thing, the biggest detriment.
Yeah. I also am very curious how it sounds live.
I don't know, because so the Irish national final process was a series of cover songs, which a few of the national finals are. Georgia seems to be the same way, with the way that they do theirs, whereas countries like the Netherlands and Germany they submit original songs. And then in some cases, if you're just the winner of The Voice Kids, you get an automatic spot. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or the X Factor.
That we'll talk about it.
To last year.
Yeah.
But no, especially with a rock heavy, quote unquote rock heavy song like this, it's easy for his voice to get drowned out by the guitar, the electric guitars, the drums. So hopefully the AV crew can maybe do something about that. Unless unless there's going to be a live band, then hopefully they're able to make sure that his voice kind of shines through.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. I don't know if he'll do well, but I want him to.
I want him to do well.
I will also say I really appreciate on the Junior Eurovision website. I really appreciate, and I don't think they did this for senior when Rotterdam had it. They list all of the performers' pronouns.
Oh.
And okay. I believe they're all either she, her, or he, him. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone in the middle of the gender binary, quote unquote, because there isn't such a thing. But I don't think there's anyone in between. But I still love that they put it. Like,
No,
I
love
really
that.
appreciate that.
I think especially now, especially transitioning into 2021, times are changing.
Mhm.
Throughout the entire world, this is where now it's easy for people like the two of us to go by, like, whatever pronoun we choose. At least
Yeah.
for me, because I go by any
Mhm.
respectful pronoun.
And I also kind of don't care, honestly. But I appreciate it because I wasn't expecting it,
Yeah.
and I love seeing it. So thank you, Paris
Yes.
2021.
And I hope that this becomes like a staple
I do too.
like Eurovision as a whole.
Yeah. Speaking of where we're going to be at Eurovision this coming May, next up is Italy. It is Elisabetta Lizza performing Spacchio Mirror on the Wall. They really wanted to capitalize on the fact that Måneskin won. They really wanted to capitalize on that because I'm pretty sure Elisabetta is an internal pick. Nevertheless, I really like the song.
I really like the song too. I feel like, okay, strong start, and then it kind of went slightly down for me, and it stayed one note.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Like a lot of the other songs. I still really like it. Only thing is, I feel like her voice isn't the best for like the music that's accompanied with it. She has an amazing voice, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But yeah, if it was, I guess, more contemporary or more kind of poppy, like around that field, maybe it would have kind of elevated it. Because like I said before, her voice isn't the best fit for like rock.
Yeah. I do really like, I believe, did she write this? No, she did not. I thought she did. There's a couple of them that are written that are singer-songwriter. But I really like the lyrics of the song. It's basically about like looking into a mirror, not liking what you see, but accepting that like this is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
One of the lines is, "I'm here without any filter and without any deception. I am like this beyond the veil of my glances. There is a universe in me. Mirror, mirror of my desires, love me, hug me, accept me." Like it's really powerful.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a powerful thing. I think if she can get great staging, I think this is another example where the staging is either going to really help or really hurt.
Exactly
how she does.
No, I see that too.
But she's great. Seems lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, well, we're here. Okay, so next is Kazakhstan. This is Alinur and Beknur performing. It translates to Fairy World. I'm not even going to try to say it in the native tongue in Kazakh because it's not going to go over well if I tried to. So these are two performers that have never performed together. Because what happened at the Kazakhstani national final is that apparently these two were completely tied. Like there was no way to distinguish the two of them in any way, apparently. And so they decided, you know what? We're just going to have them perform together to one song. So this song is the song that Ali Noor performed, who is on the right in the photo if you are watching the visual. So it's his song that he performed at the national final. And then Beknur was added in And by added in, I mean he literally has a singular verse in French because he was born in France. And to my knowledge, does not speak Kazakh. And it really shows. Because this is not good. And I hate saying that. Because they're both really good singers. But it's not. No.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it either. Which makes me feel really bad.
Yeah.
But like, I think Alina has an amazing voice.
I do too. His national final performance was very pitchy though.
Okay.
Incredibly pitchy. And it's also very, very hard to find anywhere.
Okay.
It took me like 15 minutes of searching on Google, on YouTube to even find a performance. I have no clue what Beckner's national final performance was like because I can't find it anywhere. So
yeah, at least here in the Western Hemisphere, Kazakhstan I don't really hear much from. And
they don't compete at Eurovision. They only compete at Junior.
Oh no. Well, I know that, but also just in general.
Yeah.
You know, Kazakhstan's one of those countries I don't really hear much from. Kind of along the lines of like Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The other interesting thing is they finally put out a music video. And it's very disjointed.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like it's multiple ideas. Like
all of the ideas.
All of the ideas. Like
they said, here's a list of ideas, and the answer ended up being yes. How.
Yeah, it's like It's like when you have a plate, and you put like broccoli on one section. You have potatoes on another section. You have a bed of rice on another section. You have chicken on another section. And you have like boiled carrots in the middle or so.
I would even say
touching. And none of them are touching.
And I would even say like multiple protein. Like you have chicken and then you also have fish. It's like there's just so much going on because in the music video they're like in the audience in this auditorium while these two people are doing beautiful ballet contemporary stuff, and then they're just like performing, and the visual I think is gorgeous. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Because the lyrics are like, we will go hand in hand, I will follow you, you will show me the way to this magic land, is like the chorus. And so I
mean, I can kind of see it with the routine. Like I'm able to see how you can make a contemporary routine out of it. Otherwise, it just I shouldn't say it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't work. I'm really curious to see what the staging is going to be like.
Yep.
Because Becknort, I don't think speaks Kazakh, and I think he only speaks French. And so it's like, A, how are they communicating? And B, it just like the combination of languages I think is gorgeous. It just like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The way that these two parts are written are very clearly for different songs. And that's unfortunate. But yeah.
Yep.
Moving on to
another
Lord Christ. So this is Malta.
I'm just gonna take a little moment to.
You do that while I introduce. Oh my god! While I introduce Ike and Kaya singing "My Home."
Have they met?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago?
Us? Like almost 2 years.
Oh wait, no, we did talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
There was mention of this. Kaya has an amazing voice.
Kaya has the best voice of the contest. I would go on a limb and say that.
I would say one of the best.
Yeah.
But
he ruins it.
Yeah.
He ruins it. He ruins it. Like there's no way to put it. There's no PC way to put it. He ruins the song. It makes no sense. I love a ballad with a rap interlude. Don't get me wrong. Like the idea of that, and in execution, in some ways, I've seen it done, and it's beautiful. His verses make absolutely no sense with anything she talks about.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that. I will say as well, in the live performance, Kaya was kind of dragging a bit as well, like with the music that was playing in the back. But hopefully that doesn't become an issue when they perform it live again. Also, I feel like this might be me just being delusional, but I feel like in the live performance compared to the studio recording, I feel like Ike might have forgotten his words.
Probably.
Cause in the recording there's like a fast part that Ike does, and which I kind of mess with, but not in the context of this song. But if I heard it on its own, yeah.
I will say the one unique thing about this song, this is the only song in Junior Eurovision 2022 that is completely in English.
Right.
This is the only one completely in English. Every other song has, in most cases, their native tongue. I think in every other case, actually, it's their native tongue. I think so. Which makes it unique in that regard. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work
and
for me either.
I see a lot of people liking this song. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a decent chunk of televotes. But it doesn't work for me.
No, it's not my taste either. It's not my cup of tea.
It's not my cup of insert beverage here. I'm out of coffee, so I'm drinking water now.
I still have
yeah, love it. All right, so next up is the Netherlands, represented by Iona, singing Marasugu Ione. Oh God, I remembered what that translated to in Japanese, and I don't remember it, so I'm looking it up. Where is Iona? I think it's When I See You Again. So this song is simultaneously in Dutch, Japanese, and English.
Which is impressive, I would say.
This is another song that I am going to be a champion of. I love this song. This was the first song I heard of this year's entries. She's got an amazing voice. The sentiment behind the song is gorgeous. And I think if they really do some good things with the staging, the way that they did the music video, I could definitely see her in the top 5. And I think a lot of people are underestimating her. And she's got a great live vocal too. So I like, this is my dark horse pick. I don't know if she'll win, but I think there's a very strong chance she can make top 5, and I hope she does.
I think she has a great voice, but I noticed when she does it live, at least from the one live performance I saw that's on the official channel, towards the key change, she gets tired. You can hear how tired her voice gets. So if she, gets into that humidifier and kind of, you know, really tries to make her voice healthier and, you know, continues the warm-ups.
Yep.
She'll make it through.
I also think this is an instance similar to Pauline in Germany. I want to say in the Dutch national final, she submitted 2 songs. So that might also be a reason for that. Not saying that that's necessarily true. I could be very, very wrong. But this is my dark horse. Like, I want her to do well because I really like the song.
I like the song. It's not... spoiler alert, this will be like one of my honorable mentions.
Oh, then we really have different So we did, we'll talk about it at the end. We gave out points based on the Eurovision system. And we were talking before, and I'm pretty sure we have very different lists.
Yeah.
Just hearing our opinions, I think we have very different lists. But nevertheless, I hope Iona does well because the Netherlands really needs a good showing after Django did not do as well as I wanted him to.
Yeah.
In
also,
Rotterdam.
We love this Asian representation, having a song.
Truly.
Japanese.
Truly love it.
Especially in the media nowadays, there hasn't been a lot of it.
Yeah.
Especially since May, we went through, or like in the spring of this year, we went through Stop Asian Hate and.
Yep.
And we've talked about this on a different podcast before, where you know there isn't much Asian representation, but
there's not a whole lot of representation, period, and that's why it makes me happy to see Iona. And we'll talk about Sarah James from Poland. It makes me really, really happy to see them. It makes me happy to see Enzo representing France. All of that makes me really happy. But we'll talk about Sarah when we get there because I have a lot of good thoughts about Sarah.
I do too.
We're almost there, but first we have to talk about North Macedonia, another song that a lot of people seem to think has a shot to win, and I would agree. This is, I want to say it's Daite Musica. I think is how you pronounce the show that they're from. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But they are singing the song Green Forces. This is a group from a Macedonian kids television show of the same name. It's a singing, dancing kids show. Is just the best way to describe it. And this is 4 of the cast members from that show singing Green Forces. I will say, as someone who works in environmental politics, as my normal day-to-day job, I really appreciate a country putting out a song about climate change.
Yes.
So, like, at the baseline, I really appreciate this song. I also think it's a really great song. And it's different. It's unique and different in the best possible way for me.
No, I'll agree with it. It's not like one of my tops, I will say. We clearly have different lists.
We clearly have different lists.
Because I don't know. I'm very on the fence with this one. Because it's like, I think because there's other good ones. I think it's just the fact that I like other songs better than this one. Not that I'm saying this is bad, because this actually is pretty good too. But I don't know. I guess as a group, I kind of expected more.
That's fair. I think it was actually a really smart choice for them to go with a little bit more of a low-key song. Because when I think about like songs about social justice and songs about climate issues, I don't think of big ballads and I don't think of like upbeat pop songs. I think of something with this sort of vibe, and it's gonna stand out regardless of where it is in the running order.
I agree with that.
Is another big thing. this is one song that I think will be aided or hurt by where they are in the running order. But I think it'll stand out regardless of where it is.
I feel like there will definitely be like a moment with this group.
Yeah. And they, not unlike a lot of people, because a lot of these kids come from like the X Factor in their country or the Voice in their country, or like have a lot of experience or have competed at Junior Eurovision like national finals before. I think this group is aided by the fact that this is what they do. Like, they perform on television. And I think that's really going to aid them in this, in the fact that they know what's going to garner like support and what's going to be like engaging for audiences. And I think this has a really good shot. Don't be surprised if North Macedonia is hosting next year.
I wouldn't be surprised either. It's just not my pick.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. It's on my list, but we'll talk about it. Oh, yay. We get to talk about Sarah James. I'm so happy. So this is Poland. Sarah James, somebody. Is Poland going to host 3 out of 4 years? I think they could.
Sarah has a really good shot at this stuff.
Where is all of this energy for regular Eurovision?
Right?
When last year they sent the fucking ride. I'm sorry. Also, I want to point out, Rafal was actually one of the hosts of Junior Eurovision last year. So that's how he got the job, because I kind of wish they'd kept their 2020 entrant, because Alicia could have won.
Oh my god. Hellfire? Was it? No.
Empires.
Burning an empire happens so easy.
One of my favorite songs from 2020 Eurovision.
Such a
we have to do a 2020 Eurovision video.
I'm
putting that in the universe because I have thoughts and feelings, and we have a semifinal running list. That's on the internet, so stay tuned for that, because that's gonna happen.
Anyways, back to Sarah James with somebody.
Back to the winner of Junior Eurovision 2021.
Yes. So this is the second song that I ended up hearing.
Me too.
Germany.
Me too.
Yes. So this was part of the first like bunch that came out. No, I was just. It's been one of my favorite, like top 3 at least.
Yep.
For me.
Yeah.
Her voice is so like seasoned, polished.
It's so good. I, again, would not be surprised if Eurovision 2023, 24, 25, 26, we see Sarah representing Poland. And I would love to see it, because I think she has just such a way of captivating audiences in her national final performance. Or I don't think it was national final. I think it was just like, this is the song we're doing performance. And then also in the music video, she just has a way of captivating audiences that a lot of these entrants don't really have as much.
Can we talk about how she looked in that video? Can we talk about that dress? Can we talk about that dress?
So Somebody is actually my favorite music video of the year. Definitively my favorite music video.
Oh, I love the video so much.
And she is a winner. She won The Voice Kids Poland. So she's got that experience. She's also a TikToker, which we love. So go follow her on TikTok, because I don't yet, but I also don't. I don't use TikTok very often.
I do, and I.
But the song is just so good. It's another very Eurovision style song, but I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how the staging goes. I really hope the staging doesn't bring her down.
I really hope the staging and the running order don't mess her up. But as we saw from last year, Valentina performed 12th. She was the last artist. We saw how that worked for Valentina in 2020, and we saw how that worked for Sanit at Senior in 2021. So I feel like Junior
Not that it
just
was a
sings-
bad ending. Not that it was a bad ending, because Adrenalina is a great song.
No, but she deserved better.
She definitely deserved better.
God.
But I will say it was kind of awkward. It was kind of awkward watching kind of the live performance song, because you just see the two kids in the background just like standing there clapping.
So now that I think about it, I actually think she won the national final. And I want to say those were like the runners up.
I could see that.
Like, I think that's what it was. And they were just like offbeat the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, no one was clapping
There's
and
even
saying,
like a couple times where you see them look at each other and be like, "Oh, is this? Are we going this way? Are
we
going this
clearly
way?
didn't
Are we
listen
clapping
to
on-"
this song. We didn't listen to this song prior. So, I don't know. But nothing but the best for Sarah. From one winner of the Voice Kids to another winner of the Voice Kids. Next up, he did. So we're going to talk about Portugal. This is Simão Oliveira with O Rapaz. Okay. So we've talked in depth about Portugal. And I had opinions about Portugal. And I looked up the lyrics for this song, and my opinions have drastically changed. So apparently, this song is just about him and his journey and what he likes and the way that he sings. And I hate that.
So is it like, oh, I sing like this, and
So
I like dogs and whatever?
So the song starts, on the radio in the morning, I became a singer. I listened and repeated, always alone. I played to the sound of these love songs that keep my grandmother's memory. I know it's too soon. I'm just a kid. I'm not even old enough to understand them. But I hear a heart in what is said in the Portuguese soul of saying it. And then the chorus is, I'm the boy of the love songs they made of me.
Okay.
I will say he won the Voice Kids Portugal by doing this very unique and very seasoned. I'm trying to figure out what the style of music is called. It's called fado. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's the style of song that he's singing. I believe of the same style that Salvador Sobral won with Amar Pelas Dois. So I believe they are of the same style. I could be wrong. I probably am. But he won the Voice Kids Portugal doing this style of song that is in reference to his grandparents and everything like that. I just wish the song wasn't about him.
Okay, yeah. No, that actually changes my opinion a lot.
But I think, here's the thing. He has one of the strongest vocals in the competition.
Absolutely.
And if people don't speak Portuguese,
they're going to be captivated.
They're going to be captivated. Like, I see this on so many, I've seen this very low, like bottom of most people's rankings. It's not bottom for me.
It's definitely not bottom for me.
It's not high by any means of the imagination.
It's not high anymore for me.
Nope. But no, I think this song will have appeal with juries specifically.
Yeah.
This is another one I see doing well with juries. I didn't bring it up when we talked about Sarah James in Poland, but I think Sarah is one of those artists that will do very well in the televote, and I hope she does well with juries.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
hopefully hopefully Sarah doesn't get a Croatian moment.
Oh God,
because that could be likely as well. Not that I'm saying it is for Sarah.
I mean, she can't not qualify, so at least that's better than
exactly.
than Albania. But yeah, this song is captivating, and I just wish it wasn't about him.
Yeah. I'm gonna change.
That's all.
I'd have to change up my top.
Oh no! I've changed 2 in the time that we've been talking. But
Okay, well there you go.
we're almost done. We've got 4 more to do, and the next up is Russia. This is Tanya Mahentseva with Mon Ami. Another trilingual song. This song is in Russian, French, and English.
Okay, so I have thoughts.
I do too.
I don't know if it's on the same wavelength as me.
This song is fine.
The song is fine. She has a great voice, but as a song, regardless of the language, I've heard it before.
In the words of RuPaul, meh.
Oh, you know what it sounds like? Rockabye.
Oh my God, you're so right.
You know that?
Yeah,
Rockabye.
I mean, yeah. Yep. It's fine. She's gonna do well. I don't like it. That's how I feel. Like, I see this, a lot of people have this as their winner pick. And I guess I can understand that.
I understand it too. It's not mine.
It's so cliche. It's so cliche.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem I have with this song. It's very
like, hold on. I need to pull these lyrics because I need to tell y'all what these lyrics are. And like, she didn't write these. I think she has a great voice. Like,
and it'll probably be better live too.
She's an aerial gymnast also, by the way. Like, I think she's fascinating.
Okay.
And she won. So this is her second time competing in the Russian national final. And according to the Eurovision website, Russia has one of the most competitive national finals. And they had over 500 submissions. So she beat 500 other people to win. But like, hold on, where is it? It's Come to Me, Mystery, Listen to Your Heart Tonight, Let's Be Free, Mon Ami, Feels Like a Fairy Tale, Follow Me, You Will See, Magic Will Happen Tonight, Imagine It, Finally, No One Can Stop Us Now. You turn on any fucking Disney Channel song from the last 10 years and it's the same lyrics, just in French and Russian. Like, I feel so jaded by this song, but it's also catchy. Like, and I hate that.
It's actually not catchy for me. I
found myself, like, it's gotten stuck in my head a few times. I'm like, da na na da na na. Like, it's catchy a little bit, but I don't like it. But she's gonna do well, so good for you, Tanya.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we clearly have very different opinions.
Oh my God, we have very different opinions. So next is Serbia. This is Giovanna and Dunya performing Children's Eyes. And clearly we have different opinions.
I'll go first. Because
Okay.
I'm sure you want me to go first.
Sure, yeah, totally.
I don't care what you say, Logan. I love this song.
Okay.
It's not my winner pick, but
Okay.
It's in my list. It's in my list.
Oh, okay.
Probably not in yours, but it's in mine.
Nope.
I don't know. There's something I find really captivating about it.
That's fair.
I really enjoy the harmonies. Also, I don't know. It's the little switch, the falsetto for like just that one syllable that kind of does it for me as well. I don't know. I think it sounds really good.
I don't dislike this song. I think it's fine. It's not memorable to me in really any capacity. And I find the music video incredibly creepy. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I understand that the point is children's eyes. I get that. It's in the title. I find the music video with the close-ups of children just very creepy. And I think that has kind of like jaded the way that I think about this song.
I will say, yeah, no, I kind of do agree with that, especially having the song in a minor key.
it was a choice to make this song in a minor key. But I think of the duos that we have this year, this is the most effective duo for me.
I agree.
Between this Malta
duos,
and Kazakhstan, there's only 3. Between Kazakhstan, Malta, and Serbia. Serbia is the best duo for me. Their voices complement each other very well. They both sing beautifully.
Exactly.
It's just not memorable for me. And I don't know if it'll be memorable for Eurovision audiences, especially if they're early in the running order.
That's fair.
It's not a bad song.
I still really like this song. So
that's fair. That's completely fair.
And I'll stand by it.
I was a champion for Germany. You're a champion for Serbia. I'm not mad at it. Like,
I'm not mad at it either.
No.
Okay, and something we can agree on. Do we?
Well, this is Spain. We'll talk about it. So this is Levi Diaz with Reir. Okay, I'm gonna start because my opinions have drastically changed about this song. I think it's good. It's gotten to the point now for me where it's a little unmemorable. But I think in the staging, I think he's gonna sell it because he is one of the most charismatic acts of the year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I personally still remember the melody of it. I think it is memorable. I beg to differ. I don't know. I really like the song as well. The energy in it, the charisma. I love the message of it too. You know, this is the revolution.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like it.
It's a good, solid song, and his vocals are great, and the music video is cute. I don't know. That's all. I think he'll do well because he will sell it on stage.
Okay,
so,
I'll ask you, would you rather this or Voy a Quedarme?
Oh, that's a difficult choice. Can I pick Universo, his 2020 entry? Because I would pick Universo over.
I will say Universo is a good song.
Universo is really good. Universo, again, we have to do a 2020 review because that's one of my favorites of the year. If I had to pick between Voy a Quedarme and Reir, I would pick Reir.
Okay, thank you.
I would pick that, but I also love Blas Canto. Like, I just have a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
Our last song that we're going to be talking about is Ukraine. Olena Usenko. We are agreeing on this one.
Okay,
we are agreeing on this one. Olena Usenko with Vagil Leverage.
Can we talk, first of all, this photo?
Can we talk about how this young woman is stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, with a phenomenal voice, and she is being so underappreciated by the Eurovision community.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I looked through the comments on like a lot of the Eurovision videos this year. Not a lot of people are saying Ukraine, and I don't know why.
I don't get it either because she also, I think, is one of, if not the only person who wrote this song.
Yes, she did.
This is her writing. And for me, that brings it up. She wrote it, she composed it. Like, this is her baby. And like the lyrics, the chorus is, "We are only given a moment when the world burns down and there will be no trace of us. All we can do is go out of darkness and live while there is the time." Excuse me?
Wow.
Excuse me.
That's powerful. That just in case listening to it wasn't powerful enough.
The music video as well. It's my second favorite music video of the year behind Poland.
I haven't seen the music. I haven't seen the music video fully, but that live performance was amazing. Can we talk about Can we talk about her look in the live performance? Hold up.
I just. This is a song I think will do very well with the jury. And I fear she won't win because of the televote.
Yeah, I see that too. I really hope it does well with the televote.
I do too. I want her to be top 5. I think she'll be left side of the board because I think this song is more unique than some of the other songs that we see.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know.
Yeah.
But I want her to do so well.
I want her to do so well. And possibly win it too. You know, Junior Eurovision 2022 Song Contest hosted in Kiev.
In Kiev? I mean, but with that is the conclusion of our visual portion. It is now time for us to reveal our points, and oh boy, this is gonna be very interesting.
I feel like I should go first because yours is very different than
I was gonna say, do you want to go point by point? And do it that
actually,
way?
we can do that. Okay.
I was gonna say that might be better. Okay, so starting with the honorable mentions, I have 2.
I also have 2.
Mine might come as a little bit of a surprise. So my honorable mentions are France and Spain.
Okay, no, I lied. I have 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
So my honorable mentions are Albania, Germany, and the Netherlands.
Okay. Okay.
So are we starting this from the bottom to the top or from the top?
I think from the bottom to the top probably would be best. Okay, so 1 point. I gave 1 point to Albania.
I gave 1 point to North Macedonia.
Okay. I gave 2 points to Italy.
2 points go to Italy.
Ooh, yes! Look at us. Okay, I think this is the one time that we'll probably have the same placement for something. 3 points to Azerbaijan.
3 points to Serbia.
Okay. 4 points to North Macedonia.
4 points to Armenia.
Wow, okay. That kind of surprises me from you. Okay. 5 points to Ireland.
5 points to Ireland.
What? Okay. Yes. 6 points to the Netherlands.
6 points to Spain.
Okay. 7 points to Armenia.
7 points to France.
Okay. Our top 3. 8 points to Germany.
8 points to Azerbaijan.
Okay. 10 points to Poland.
10 points to Poland.
And 12 points to Ukraine.
12 points to Ukraine, yeah.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised by that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't realize by how much we gushed over Sarah and Elena, like, I thought we were going to have them switched.
Right.
That's kind of where my mind went. But yeah, so just as a recap, because that was a little confusing doing it, my top 10 in order from top to bottom is Ukraine, Poland, Germany, Armenia, and Netherlands in the top 5. And then Ireland, North Macedonia, Azerbaijan, Italy, and Albania, with my honorable mentions being France and Spain.
And for me, at number 1, we have Ukraine. Number 2, we have Poland. Number 3, we have Azerbaijan. Number 4 is France. Number 5 is Spain. And then our bottom 5 of the top 10, we have Ireland. And then we have Armenia, yes. And then we have Serbia, then Italy, then North Macedonia.
Love it.
Oh, and honorable mentions being Albania, Germany, and the Netherlands.
You said those 3, and I was like, well, about that. I gave them a combined 15 points. So, Oh my goodness. But this was fun. I cannot wait.
Time.
I can't wait for the contest, and I can't wait for February to roll around so we can do 40 countries, because it's 40 this year.
Yes, there is.
And I'm excited for it. We will be back potentially before the contest on the 19th. If we get a running order or if there's more information, then we might be back with another episode before then. If not, we'll be back after the contest, maybe before Christmas. I'm not really sure. We're still trying to figure out our scheduling as far as the podcast as a whole goes. But to stay up to date with all of that, make sure to follow us, especially on Twitter, at TheCUP_reality for all of the most up-to-date news about us. Make sure to follow both of us individually. Make sure to follow all of our co-hosts because we're all great. And with that, Eurovision will see you in Paris in Breaking the Fourth Wall, 16 days.
Yes.
So with that, au revoir.
Au revoir. Let's end this off with a clink if we can, if we must.
Yes. Well, done. Okay, that'll take some work, but we got it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.